When did eating out become a luxury? Why does it feel like me going out to a restaurant is the same as me paying rent? And then on top of that, they want a 25% tip. It's just getting out of hand. And then half the time, I'm picking up my food. It's like we're doing a drug deal over the counter, but you still want a 25% tip. If I'm picking up my food, why do you want a 25% tip? Since when are tips 25%? People are like, oh, well, if you can't afford to eat out, why are you going out? Okay, if I spend $100, I can afford to pay $100. I don't want to pay $130, $125 for a $100 meal. That's just silly. I don't tip my doctor. I don't tip my car salesman. I don't tip any of these people. So why am I tipping you just for bringing me food? You're doing your job. Well, I understand you need to make money, but these restaurants need to start paying people a livable wage so that I don't have to tip, because it's getting out of hand.
If I ever became president, the first mandate I would make is that no sandwich could cost over $10, because I saw a tweet about it and it's so true. Because why are some single sandwiches over $20? Like, I kid you not, I've been to so many restaurants and places where a grilled cheese is $11. In what world is a grilled cheese where it's literally just bread and cheese? How does that run me $11? And don't even get me started on like an actual sandwich that has like meat and toppings, because that's at least $13, like $19. And then plus you add on if you want to get a side or if you want to get a drink, it runs you like almost $30 for a meal at a restaurant, which should not be worth that much. And it's really with just like all food in general, especially like restaurant food, because it's gotten so expensive. And I'm tired of hearing, oh, dude, it's inflation. Oh, it's this. No, y'all are just greedy, all right? Corporations, you just care about money. Like, damn. Because you cannot justify to me how it is acceptable to make a meal with a sandwich, a side, and a drink $25. You just cannot tell me that's justifiable in any way. And if I somehow became in power, bro, that's the first thing I'm getting rid of, right? Because that really does piss me off. Especially if you go to like one of those like modern restaurants where like the sides itself are like $8, a sandwich is like $20, and the drink is like $5. You are running so much money out of just a worthless meal. That is not it. Oh my God, it makes me so mad.
Exactly. That's the problem. I remember being able to go to a restaurant, like not a major restaurant, I'm talking about a fast food chain, Subway, after basketball practice. I can go to Subway and go get myself a $5 footlong. I don't even think they have that anymore. How are you supposed to, like, if you're a teenager right now in high school, I don't even know how you go to the mall for lunch. I genuinely don't know, because literally your parents would have to be giving you $75 every week for you to be able to go and eat lunch. It doesn't make any sense anymore. These sandwiches, why is a Jersey Mike's sub like $15? Why is a Subway footlong almost $18? You guys aren't even using real ingredients anymore. So since when are we paying so much money for artificial ingredients? I thought artificial ingredients were supposed to make things cheaper. You guys are not using real meat. You guys are not using real tuna. It's tuna mixed with a bunch of whatever the hell you guys are using. But you want us to pay tuna prices. That doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what's going on, but a sandwich being $20 is out of pocket. I can make a sandwich at home for $3. And don't say, oh, well, why don't you just make it at home? Well, what if I'm out? Isn't fast food supposed to be convenient? It is inconvenient for me to pay $20 for a sandwich. A sandwich is just bread, meat, and then like lettuce and tomatoes, whatever in the middle. It's literally $3 worth of product. And you're buying this in bulk. So you're not getting it at the price I gotta pay at Walmart. You're getting it at a cheaper price. And on top of that, it doesn't make any sense, because I'm paying all that money and it's just fast food. Fast food is supposed to be cheap and convenient and fast, and it's none of these things anymore.
Fast food has completely lost its value, and it's becoming more expensive to go get fast food than it is to sit down at a nice restaurant. The other day on the way home from the airport, we usually don't do fast food, but we were so starving, so we stopped and got Shake Shack. We got 4 burgers, 4 fries, chicken things for the kids, and I think like a chicken sandwich. It was $110 with tax. $110 with tax. I was so tired. I was just like, you know what? This is par for the course. Later that night, I had promised my aunt and my mom that I would take them to dinner. I eat out a lot. This is one of my favorite spots. It's really nice. It's affordable. Food is delish. We got 3 alcoholic drinks, bread for the table, 3 appetizers, some dishes, all fantastic. The bill was $81. I made the bill an even 100 because service was great, food was delish, and I had it in the back of my mind that I just spent $110 on fast food, and I'm never doing it again. And sure, if we had a couple more people, it would have been more expensive, but when I'm thinking about like the actual value of it, if I spend 20 or 30 more dollars, again, an entire family can have this large fine dining experience as opposed to $110 on burgers and fries.
She's 100% correct. She spent $100 on burgers and fries. Burgers and fries? $100. Mind you, for $120, you can go to an actual restaurant and get dinner for 2-3 people for $120, $140. So I'd rather spend $40 more and get a proper dining experience versus fast food. This fast food is just frozen food that they bought from somewhere else that they're just defreezing, refrying it for you and serving it to you. And they're charging you $100 for it. I don't know how a family of like 4 is supposed to finish their hockey game or their basketball game or their soccer game and then take 3-4 kids to go to McDonald's. You can't even do that anymore. Because if you did, it would be like $150. The only thing out there fast food wise that's reasonably priced is pizza. Because you can get 2 large pizzas for like, let's say $25-30, 2 larges, that could feed like 6, 7, 8, like not 6, 7, 8, maybe 5, 6 people. It could feed comfortably. That's why a lot of stuff, when I get fast food, my go-to is pizza. Because I know that's the quickest thing. It's quick, easy, and it's cheap still. But once pizza gets out of hand, there's literally nothing left. There's literally nothing left.
Why is going out to dinner so much money nowadays? Like, I also have no issues spending money on food and like a nice restaurant and a great experience. And I know that sometimes like when we go out for coffee, yes, you can make coffee at home. We like to go out once a week, but it's just for the atmosphere. It's to get out of the house, right? I have no problem spending money on food and on great places. It's one of my favorite things to do. But it's gotten to the point where you're not paying for quality anymore. Like my partner and I went out for dinner a couple nights ago. We had a couple of drinks and we had some food. It was like a pub basically. It was like shitty wings and like shitty pizza, honestly. And we had a couple of drinks each. I know that's where the majority of the money comes from. And it was over $100 before tip. And it was supposed to be just like a very chill outing, and that's every restaurant nowadays though. Like, you cannot go out for drinks and food without it being more than $100. And I'm just like, I'm baffled, and nothing keeps me up at night like spending that kind of money on a dinner that wasn't that good. It makes me not want to leave the house, except for a few restaurants that I know are going to be good. But these other places, they need to check themselves because like things are getting out of hand.
So that's another thing. A lot of these restaurants, unless it's a 5-star Michelin restaurant, they're typically buying it in bulk from the same place. There's actually a scandal that came out where they found out that most of the stuff that you're eating at these restaurants, they all come from the same company. I'll put a video right here. I'll stop talking, put a video right here.
I've worked in the restaurant industry for the past 10 years of my fucking life, and I can't relate more to something I've ever seen in my life. Nothing is fresh. Everything comes from Cheney Bros Incorporated, CBI, or Cisco. And it's all just literally every restaurant. Same food, different plating. Okay? Thank you and goodbye.
And you can see exactly what I'm talking about. As you can see, all these restaurants are getting from the same place. The fries, it's from the same place. The chicken wings, it's from the same place. And I noticed it myself. When I go to these mid-grade restaurants, all of the like appetizers taste the same. Everything on the menu tastes so similar. I'm like, something's odd about this. And then it recently came out, yeah, they're all using the same vendors. Nothing's made in-house. The chefs in the back are not actually cooking anything for the most part. Unless it's steak, yeah, they have to make the steak. Or chicken, yeah, they might have to do some cooking or whatever. But everything is pre-packaged, pre-planned. And a monkey can go back there and do it. Unless you're at a quality restaurant or like maybe a mom and pop shop where everything's made in-house, it's all garbage frozen food. And even I know a guy that actually told me this. When you go to these restaurants, they prepare your food way faster than what they give to you. They purposely sometimes will take longer because they know it's frozen and you'll be like, well, how is this done so quickly? They want to give you that experience, so that's why sometimes they actually take longer. But let me know what you think. I think restaurants are out of hand. I think something needs to happen. Their profits are already going down, but something needs to change because it's unaffordable. Let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm KamsCorner, and do not treat me like a side chick, and I'm out.